what really matters a lot is federalism. We're going to once again pay attention to the states across this country. I believe that people in Oklahoma, in Texas, in Indiana, in Ohio, in New York, in California, and all the states across the country, they care about the air they breathe and they care about the water they drink, and we're going to be partners with those individuals, not adversaries. The EPA is going to be a partner to make sure that we advance environmental issues and restore the notion of federalism that's insistent in our environmental statutes. So process, rule of law, and cooperative federalism, that's going to be the heart of how we do business at the EPA. The future ain't what it used to be at the EPA. As we look forward to the next 4 years, I think what we should do at this point is recognize that we should have hope and optimism. That we're going to go out and see a trajectory, a new day of freedom. You know, there are certain times in history when you're living them, you know that the time that you're living is not just going to impact the immediate generation, but generations in the future. And we can look back over the past, and we know those times. Obviously, the time during World War II was a very important time that impacted generations and decades. 1980 was one of those. And we know the Reagan Revolution brought about substantial change for this country and set us on a course toward freedom. I will tell you, 2017 is a time that is going to set the trajectory of history into the future. We're going to restore power back to the people. We're going to recognize that regulatory uncertainty in the regulatory state needs to be reined in. We're going to make sure that the states are recognized with the authority they have, and we're going to do the work that's important to advance freedom and liberty for the future. It's an exciting time. So I hope as we close this time at CPAC, that as we leave here, we have much work to do. I have a lot to say grace over at my agency. There's lots of changes that need to take place to restore a commitment to rule of law and process and federalism, but we've already begun. And as you go out into the rest of the country, know this, that the folks in Washington, D.C. have a new attitude. It's an attitude that no longer is, we're going to dictate to those across the country and tell them how to live each and every day. It's an attitude that says we're going to empower citizens and the states. It's an idea of federalism and believing in liberty. We're not going to have managed liberty anymore. We're going to believe in the Constitution and do the work that is provided here in Washington, D.C. I look forward to coming and seeing you in the states as we make these changes, as we deal with waters in the United States, as we deal with the Clean Power Plan, as we roll back the regulatory state. We're not going to just do that from Washington, D.C. We're going to come to Ohio and Pennsylvania and all across the country and celebrate with you as we make those changes. I look forward to seeing you. I look forward to partnering with you. And I look forward to a prosperous and exciting next 4 years.